Hello, everybody. Hello. Um, Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry we're late. I couldn't find the link to join for whatever reason. Kapano is on her way, and we will be joining in like 35 seconds. But while you are here, thank you so much for joining us. We're just going to do a we're live because something was going on. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If you can see me, just send a thumbs up. We usually start very promptly on time. Leletu, thank you so much. You can hear me and you can see me perfect. Ray, Busi, welcome. Thank you. Can you just give me 2 seconds? I want to set my camera up, but while I'm doing that, can you please let us know what kind of business you have? So we like to do this because we believe that your customer, we know actually that your customer is in the room, and so let us know what kind of business you have. So what kind of business you have, what area specifically, be specific as possible. So you're a real estate agent servicing these areas for property between this and this bracket, right? Not just I do real estate or I'm a bakery, like where you located, if you're location specific, so that your customer, if they're in the room, know exactly who you are and how you can service them. Hi, Kopano. I
Yeah,
just want
is
to
that your mic?
set up my
Is
camera
that
here.
why? That's
I'll be
why it's
back.
so funny, please.
Oh, Kopano, I can't hear you. Say again.
Is that your mic? It's in such a
Yes,
funny
yeah.
place.
Yeah, it's here. Okay.
Hey, good people, welcome to it. So I'm psyched to have you here. Let us know. We actually, a lot of the times when you get into any sort of room, they want to know, who are you? Where are you from? But today, we don't want to know any of that. What we want to know from you is, do you have a business? What does a business do? Or are you planning to have a business? So Lele to Busi Ray, Matlahamang, yeah, Matlahamang, Pamela, Spiwe, and Dudu. Please send us, let us know what it is, Dudu, what it is that you do in your business. Who do you sell to? What do you solve? What problem do you solve for? Mo, Matlahamang, did I say it right? Mo
More.
cha ho mang. Motlhagomang.
Yes, Simpwe, please put it in the chat.
Okay, please put it in the chat. I'm gonna send it to my mom. Mama, how do you
Almost.
pronounce this?
It's unfortunate we don't have a two-way communication with you guys because you just go on and be like, this is how you say it. As I consult ChatGPT. No, Simpwe, don't consult ChatGPT. You know exactly what it is that you do. ChatGPT is going to give you a long, rounded answer. It's going to embark you on a journey to reaching your ultimate destination. And that
Oh
is not where we
no.
want to be. We want to know exactly who it is that you serve, what it is that you do, so that your customer can be in the room. But
Yaki, can
Kopana,
you
you're
please
going to
send me
share
the
the
restroom
presentation.
quickly?
It's the actual link on the URL link.
Okay.
Will you be sharing the presentation, Kopano, or will I do it?
I will be sharing the presentation in a secundus.
Okay,
You
cool.
have got a fluff on my nose. Are you talking today?
I am sharing today because we're doing S.M.A.R.T, which is my favorite topic. Kapano says it's too higher grade, so we'll see how you guys appreciate my very complex framework. I'm a big fan of frameworks. I think it gives people structure. It gives people like a route to talk to things, right? And you can say the same thing over and over and over again when you have a framework. And so we have a framework inside of Club She Is. It's called the S.M.A.R.T framework. You will hear us talk about the online success system. The online success system is actually part of the framework, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm not going to tell you the importance of having a framework in your business, but if you do have one, let me know what it is and let me know if I can read it and have a look at it. But what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to be talking about how to run an online business, right? And the premise of how you run an online business, you need 5 things, and those 5 things form part of that framework. You need 5 things that we're going to be talking about today and how you can use all of those because you need all of those things to be able to run a business. It doesn't have to be,
Maggie, can you share?
yes, sure.
Can you share? Because you're gonna need to DJ because it's gonna be on your pace. I'm gonna moderate.
Okay, perfect. I'm
Cool.
not really sure how to present while I thingy, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Um,
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna read through some of the responses that we have. So Debo says, "Hi everyone. I'm planning on starting a business, looking to offer my years of customer experience to e-com businesses. Nice. So your Nyaki loves e-com businesses, by the way, and loves consulting for e-com businesses as well. So Busi Blue Barrel skincare with bioactives from mycelium, yes, all plant-based, based in Centurion, helping customers get confidence back by selling products that work for skin concerns. Which skin concerns? Please do let us know. Then we have Locked in Beauty. I just started my own business where I created my own hair care products, all natural infused, based in Muizenberg, Cape Town. Hi, neighbor. Then I have that was Ray. Lily 2 is I provide professional writing services for professionals and entrepreneurs. I specialize in career branding. So this ranges from CV writing, LinkedIn profile updates to hi Lily. We actually had the Lily 2. We know you. So Simpiwe,
who's joining us here
I
in the as a presenter? Oh, it was you, Kapano.
yes. So
Mm.
I represent Okushe Digital is a accredited registrar that provides domain registration, web hosting, web development, management, IT support services. We help businesses establish and maintain strong digital presence, infrastructure, secure website support. Our services are tailored for startups, SMEs, and government across South Africa and beyond. Well done. And then Pamela is the owner of Naturally Relieve and Renew, which provides products that are made of 100% natural ingredients as healthy alternatives to chemical laden products on the shelf. I also offer life coaching as a holistic transformation inside and out. I am currently based in Goodwood, Cape Town, and I can ship anywhere. My products include a stick roll-on face wash, lip balm, honey, oat milk, and milk soap. Where's Goodwood? So I just moved to
In
Cape
Cape
Town, so I
Town,
don't know where Goodwood is. Where?
on the front opposite Century City.
I wonder how the front opposite. Okay, Century
Century
City. I
City,
see. So
front opposite.
in front across.
In front
So
across that side.
across from Century City. Where's the front
Hmm?
of Century City? Where's the front of
The
Century City?
highway, on the other side of the highway,
Okay, so across from
towards
Century
north.
City.
No, but not across, because across from Century City is, yes, across, but technically across from Century City is um um like Coburg side, I think
Okay,
Maitland side, but like further. Nah,
further
Goodwood.
down.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go. Close to Century City. Thank you, Pamela. When I say front opposite, why doesn't someone listen? That's what it is.
okay.
It's front opposite.
Mo is a founder of Mo Collective, which has three branches: JAC projects, accounting and tax prep services for small businesses, and startup creator plug, but specific to content creation. Finally, Soulful Wealth Healing. We offer paid and free digital printables, devotionals, courses, and affirmations. And then Ayanda, I'm starting out as a life coach, spiritual advisor, being monitoring people for years now, and mentoring. The word doesn't want to come out for years now, and need to formalize. I do Reiki treatments, spiritual guidance, and life coaching. So then there's Busi's skin concerns, hyperpigmentation, hormonal acne, dry skin barrier relief, and anti-aging. Mokoni is, hi everyone, I'm Mokoni, founder and lead coach at Tolangwe. Oh my gosh, guys, these names.
People are like,
Tolang-
no, you and your Model C schools.
Tolang- I think so. Coaching and consulting, TCC, South African-based company dedicated to empowering guys. I never learned Setswana or anything at school, but I know how to read Setswana, nyana, just a little. And dedicated to empowering individuals and organizations through hi Kopana, hi Bito. Through transformational coaching and growth programming. And Pamela is in the northern suburbs close to Century City. And then Knox
No,
is
that's where
in
good. That's where Paro. I mean, you were asking where the. You were asking where
Goodwood.
Goodwood, Paro, Goodwood. That's where it's northern suburbs, close to Century City. She's answering you.
Yes, I figured.
Ah.
And then Duduetsang, I'm a biokineticist based in Centurion, available for virtual and home calls in surrounding areas. I help people recover from injuries and manage chronic conditions through exercise. Also promote
Okay.
healthy living through health checks, fitness assessments, and conditioning programs. I always wanted to know, where does a biokineticist, physiotherapist, and a chiropractor, who, when, where, and why, and what? Does that make sense? Does my question make sense? Okay.
It does, but it just got awfully noisy that side, Kapano. Is it you?
No, it's you. Are you playing something in the background? I'll switch mine off. There was a returning frequent flyer. Good day, everyone. My name is Deborah, currently unemployed. I am doing, you're not unemployed, you're self employed.
Self-employed.
I'm doing network marketing, selling, or distributor of perfume code.africa. Nice one. You are self-employed. You're not unemployed. You're self-employed by self. And then Kopana, please let us know you are a property owner, owner of property management agency. Property for who, where, when, and for why. Let us know so that we know your customer could be in the room. So there's a special magic that happens in the club where basically, if you tell us who you are and what you do, usually before the end of the call, we've made a connection, either collaboration or you found a client or your next customer. So let us know. Nyaki, I can share it.
No, I've got. Well, this is the best I can do. This is the
Nah,
way
let
that
me
I'm
share
going
it.
to do it. But you've also joined on like 8 times, Kapano. There's like 8 presenters of you. I'm gonna
I
kick
don't
some
know.
of you
I
out.
don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I joined once. There's only one
Okay,
screen.
if you get kicked out, just come back. Okay, I'm kicking some of you, some of these Kopano imposters out, because I think that might be the noise.
Can I present?
You can if you want to. Okay, done. 2 presenters only.
Okay, you know why? I need a watchroom link.
Just use the URL.
It's not the URL because that's what I shared, and that's why people are joining as presenters.
Oh. Um. Then I don't know how to help you.
Okay, cool. Continue. It's okay. I can share because it looks better when I share.
Okay, are you gonna share?
Yeah.
Okay, so must I stop sharing?
Mm-hmm.
You guys heard it. You saw Capano says I'm gonna stop sharing, so
I'll
I'm
DJ.
back.
It's
Cool.
okay.
Oh, I see what's happening, Capano. Yeah, you did share your own link, and now people keep joining in, and that's the noise that's coming in because now people can come in. Oh no, that's a bad thing. And
I can't
everybody's
get the link.
Copano,
I can't get the link.
and everybody is Copano.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha, that's hilarious. Well, hello to all the new Copanos that joined. Just switch off your, make sure you're muted because you're going to get kicked out. So Copano shared her guest link, which is why everyone is Copano. See, this is going to keep happening.
Yep. So, and I can't moderate from my side unless I log into your account. And then there's going to be two yous. There's going to be two nyakis. We've done it before though.
Technology. Okay, anyway, let's get started. If you are joining in, welcome. We're going to do lunch and learn. And today we are talking about systems, as we always do, but how do you create income online, right? Just checking if I'm still a Kopano. You will still be a Kopano. It's because you use Kopano's guest link to join, guys. Sorry, everyone who's joining in. And so that's going to keep happening, but it's fine. We forgive you. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, so welcome to Lunch and Learn. If you are new here, if you aren't, welcome. But we're going to be talking about the framework um, that we implore you to use. And I think once you reach the end of this presentation, you'll understand why we love this. Yes, that's going to keep happening. Um, okay, so at the end of this, we are okay. So now I have no screen. Oh, this is such a mess. Okay, guys, don't worry. Okay, let's just do it my way. Sorry, Kapano. Okay, so notebooks, everyone. Wait, Nyaki. Who's telling me to wait?
I shouldn't have first. Are you feeling horrible?
I'm feeling terrible.
I'm feeling better as a
Kapano. Yeah, I can hear Vuyo. I'm gonna switch you off. Okay, just put a thumbs up, guys, if you've just like technical difficulties. Here we are. Why is this so difficult today? Can you guys still hear me? Just please let me know. Leletu, yes. Kopano, yes. Okay. Everyone can still hear me. Okay, let's go. Creating an online system. Sorry, Kopano, we could hear Vuyo in the background there. Okay, creating an online system. These are the things that you need to be able to create anything online, but also to sell online. So where am I coming from? The experience that we've had over the years is building both offline and online. If you don't know my story, I've had an online business, I've had offline businesses, but also had a lot of online businesses. And these are the five fundamentals things that you need in order to think about the way that you build online, right? It works easier if you have a sort of we take on a systemed approach. Next slide, Kapano, please. And this system approach follows a 5-step framework called the S.M.A.R.T framework. Kapano, stop sharing your screen, Yaki. Am I still sharing my screen? There we go. Yeah, everyone's name is going to be Kopano, guys, because we all joined on using Kopano's link. Sorry. Okay, so using the S.M.A.R.T framework, it's a 5-step process for creating income online. So switch on my camera. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. Guys, this is not always like it is. It's not always like this. Usually it's so smooth, it's like it's buttery. Today it just feels like the internet gremlins are against us. And it is so bad. Okay, but anyways, 5-part framework for anything online. And now I don't know who's laughing. Like everybody's like, haha, Kapana's like, ha ha ha, this is funny. If you guys just give me instructions, it's just gonna be all coming from Kapano. Okay, but anyway, so we start framework number 1. The letter door, me too. I'm also like, what is going on? Okay, so the first thing that you need when you are selling anything online is the so S.M.A.R.T is, we're gonna start with S. So S stands for Kapano. Next slide. Stands for super offer, right? So super offer says, what do you have? What are you putting out on the internet that is compelling enough for people to not say no, right? So what we often do as business owners is that, well, we've got all these services, right? So I'm going to scroll and see what people's services have. So I need to find one that I can actually think of. biokineticist, right? Dudu is a biokineticist, right? And so she'll put online, I'm a biokineticist. I do all of these weird and wonderful things, right? I help you, whatever, whatever. Or now I'm trying to see others. Mo does JC, I don't know, accounting prep, right? Yeah, you do accounting prep and all the things. You do like JAC, we do all of these things. We are JAC. And Liletu's like, I'm a writer. I can write anything you want, right? That's what we kind of do online. We approach online as a yonke yonke. Everything must just go online. Tell everybody what your business does. But what you need to do in order to succeed online is that you need to create what we call a super offer. So you'll hear people talking about an offer. We just call it a super offer because what you want as part of your super offer is that you want to make it so irresistible that people cannot say no, right? Alex Hormozy says people feel stupid saying no to this thing. And usually the super offer, which is where a lot of us get stuck, is a segment of what you offer as your entire business. So as Dudu, your business is a biokineticist. That's the whole thing that you do. But the offer is a treatment or a plan that gives someone a transformation, an immediate transformation that people will opt into. So that's what you want to think about when you're creating anything online. It's like, what am I offering people in this piece of content? Whether I'm talking to them in person, whether I'm talking to them online, whether I phone them on the internet, is that you want to give people one thing that they can walk away with, one thing that they can hold and get a transformation from this, right? So if we're thinking about the biokineticist, we're thinking about, okay, come in for a I don't know what biconnect I do, but I'm going to be bad at this. But like, so come in for a neck adjustment if you sit in front of the computer. Because as a person who sits in front of the computer, I now understand what the value of that thing is going to be, right? I know that you're going to say it's going to give me tension relief because my neck hurts, blah, 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 as opposed to come in and let's do your consultation for being as a biokineticist. Because at that point, I'm like, so what am I going to get? I'm not really sure. And so what you want to be able to do is that you want to present an irresistible offer or an irresistible value exchange to your client, right? So you need to, number one, understand inherently what this person wants and what is the obvious first step that that person needs to take in order for that thing to be an obvious yes, right? So come in for you generally people don't offer gym, like you don't offer a gym membership, you offer weight loss in 45 days, right? So it's all, a lot of the time you would want them to be that very specific, time bound and money bound. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but the idea with a super offer is that you are talking to one person, promising them one outcome and one transformation. And so when we think about our business, even though you've got a big offer stack, so even though you've got a lot of things going on in your business, when you're communicating online, when you're trying to sell something online, you want to sell one thing. Now, I know people are going to be like, well, what about me who sells 29 million things? I've got, I sell hair products and I also sell shampoos and I also sell conditioner and I also sell all of these things. Is that what you want to do? Is that you want to lead with one. You want to come in with the super offer, with the main thing, and speak directly, create the value chain that speaks to that thing. So if we're talking about an anti-dandruff shampoo, then that is the shampoo. You're going to come in as the shampoo. You're going to come in only with that anti-dandruff shampoo. You're going to come in, talk about the shampoo. These are the benefits. These are the features. Buy the shampoo. And that's a super offer. Okay. What's going to happen when I buy the shampoo? I'm going to wake up with dandruff, as opposed to, well, I have all of this beauty business. I have all of these beauty products and they do all of these things. Does that make sense? So number one is that we need a super offer. Kapano, next slide, number 2, please. Okay, so the second thing that you need when you are selling online is that you need a marketing system. So a marketing system, which you guys, if you've heard anything from us before, is that we talk about the attract, capture, monetize system. So when we talk about the attract, capture, monetize system, it's how are you going to, first step, how are you going to attract people about this thing, right? You've already decided what your super offer is going to be. how are you going to, usually on social media, for us, a lot of us, the answer is social media, but it doesn't have to only be social media. So on social media, for example, how are we going to compel people, get people to know that this is the right thing for us, right? It could be a podcast, it could be a YouTube channel, it could be a anything what we call top of funnel. It could be a piece of piece of content on social media. It could be a billboard. It could be a poster that we stick somewhere, right? What are you going to say on this attract tool or this attract system that's going to make people look back and think, okay, this is something for me. This is something I'm interested in. The second part of your marketing system is that you need a way to capture people's information. And this is a part where we speak about a lot. And the reason why is because you want to be able to sell to people now, but also be given the opportunity to sell to people at a later stage. Because what we know, especially anybody who's in business, is that how often do you meet someone and they're like, oh, no, yeah, I love this thing, right? Your offer is great. You've attracted me, but right now is not the right time. Please put a hands up if you've gotten that. Someone will say, oh, yeah, no, this is great, but month end. Oh, no, this is good, but yeah, the M slide is where I'm talking about, guys. Leletu, right? So this is great, but right now is not a great time. Or this is good, but month end or whatever. So what we want is we want to be able to communicate with the person when that time is right. And we can only ever do that if we've got that contact information. Because what we often do as business owners is that we kind of rely on social media. We're like, no, okay, then I'll post again at month end. But what are the chances that person is going to be online at month end? And that's the issue that a lot of us have, right? Is that what we want is that we don't want to leave people out into, we don't want to leave people in the lurch by giving, by not allowing them or not allowing ourselves to market to them. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if you guys get the capture part. Building a database. Letu, great, perfect. Then the third part of our marketing system is Monetise, right? So do we have a way to be able to, sorry, Kopano, one slide back. Do we have a way to be able to get money? So I know a lot of us rely on DM for price or whatever, or send in my banking details. But think about the marketing, think about your payment system as part of your marketing system, because what you want is that you want it to be really easy for people to give you their money. You don't want to be the barrier that's in the way of people giving you their money. Someone is ready to buy, and now it's like, oh no, I have to send you an EFT, or I have to send you a bank account information, and then when you get my bank account information, then I'm going to send you a card, and you like, that is a barrier. People are just like, oh my gosh, this is too much work, let me find someone else, right? And so we need to think about how do we make it super easy for people to be able to market, or to be able to be able to buy from us, right? To monetize them. Okay, then the next slide, Kapano. Sorry, this jumping in and out is so like, it's throwing me off like to the nth degree. Okay, then we talk about automate. So remember, we're doing the SMART framework. So the first thing that we said is that we need a super offer. The second thing that we need is a marketing system, which is attract, capture, monetize. So effectively, what we need to be building up a database. So we use social media to build up a database. We use podcasting and YouTube channels to be building up a database, because we want leads. We want to be able to say, okay, when I have a promotion, how am I going to advertise this? When I have a special, how am I going to tell people about this? That is the main idea with the marketing system, right? And so the third part in the SMART framework then talks about the automating. So automation is not just a convenience, it's a necessity for scaling your business while maintaining a personal touch for fewer hours of work, right? We want to automate our selling, we want to automate bookings, we want to automate payments, and we want to automate communication. The idea is that you don't want to, especially if you're trying to build online, is that you are able to service a bigger number of people than if you were doing one-to-one. But how do you create a system that does that automatically? And so you need to think about that in your business, is that if I can message one person great. If I can message 2 people, great. But if 100 people are going to message me in a day in my business, do I have the capacity to handle that? And a lot of us, it's no. And so we're sitting there like begging for, begging the Lord, Lord, please send us more customers. But if the Lord was going to miraculously send us 100 customers today, we would lose 99% of them because we don't have the systems to be able to handle that. And the systems relying on the automatedness system of it, right? There's a trend now, and I've seen it a lot, where people will automate, you automate your DMs, where people will like, hello, welcome to so and so, whatever, Biokinetis studio. I'm just using to do as an example. Welcome to Biokinetis studio. How can we help you? And then you have to wait for someone to say hello, and then you kind of wait for 48 hours, and then you get a response, which is not a great way to communicate with people, right? What you want is, you want people to find a way to be able to communicate, to be able to find what it is they're looking for, that super offer, be able to book that thing instantaneously, and be able to pay for that thing without any human intervention, or with as little human intervention as possible, right? And so that's why we're saying automate your selling, automate your bookings, and automate your payments. Because as a biokineticist, if you've got a super offer, if you are like, come in for 30 minutes for 700 Rand, let's do a neck adjustment, there isn't a reason why you need to be on a call with someone, or someone needs to DM you for the price, or someone needs to send you their invoice details. That is a process that you can automate, right? Get a link, get a sales page, opt in, pay, get a calendar booking, get your reminders, that person appears. Like, that is the most simplest way that you can do it. And so now, instead of having instead of spending your time with appointments and admin and trying to invoice people, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing in your business, which is the actual work, right? Which is the actual treatment of your patients, or the actual selling of your product, or the R&D, or the things that you need to be doing. And so think about the automation that you need, or you can implement in your business, so that you can make it easier, right? So S.M.A.R.T talks about super offer. We've spoken about marketing automations, and now we've spoken about automate. So marketing systems and automate. So super offer, marketing systems, and automate. What is your offer? What are you putting out there? What are your marketing systems? How are you getting people to see this thing? Automate. How are you getting them to see it and to pay you automatically, right? Or with as little human intervention as possible. Good. Next slide. We talk about R, right? R says repeat revenue. How can I get this person who has paid me before to buy from me again, to refer me, or recurring, so to pay again, so like on a continuous basis. So think about a subscription, recurring revenue. Or repeat, how can I get them to buy again, or how can I get them to refer me? Because not every single person is going to have a repeat business. So I love the example of a mattress, is that if you sell mattresses, unfortunately you don't necessarily have a repeat business, right? Person buys a mattress once every 20 years or 15 years, they're most likely not going to buy another mattress again. But what is the mechanism in your business, or what systems do you have in your business to get that person to refer you, right? To get that person to get a referral or a review about the mattress, so that someone else can see it. Because what do we do the first time we go on to Takealot? You're seeing something new for the first time, every single person I know without a fail is going to scroll right down to the bottom, look at the reviews, and inspect them, right? We're looking and like, I don't know, these seem too good to be true. Or, woo, 5-star, 1-star reviews, 10 1-star reviews. No, I'm not taking this, right? And so as a business owner, we need to think about the mechanisms that we need to be able to create that referral, repeat, and recurring revenue. So is there a way that you can get people to refer you? After someone buys, do you send them a referral or a reviews thing? Hey, Dudu, or hey, Kopano, your biokineticist session is over. Would you like to leave a review? Takealot does it. Clicks does it. Discount does it. Why are you not doing it in your business, right? So that's the referral. Repeat customer says, hey, Lerato, you bought this shampoo from me last week. Do you not need shampoo this, or last month? Do you not need shampoo this month? It's easy sell, right? Because the cheapest customer you have is the customer you already have. So the cheapest customer you have is the one that you already have, right? You don't need to spend time marketing to that person to get them to buy from you. They already know you, they already trust you, they've already invested in your business. All you need to do is get them to buy again. You know, we love Clicks, we love Discam, because every week Discam and Clicks will send you a WhatsApp to say, hey, the nappies that you bought last month, they're on promotion this month. It's the same model, right? It's that repeat business, it's that repeat revenue that they're trying to get. Another thing that we can do, especially around the repeat revenue, is that if you are selling something that may not have a repeat or a recurring basis, how can you upsell or cross sell, right? So yes, someone bought a mattress from you, but could you possibly sell them a mattress cleaning service, right? So yes, someone came in for the neck adjustment for their neck, but could you also sell them finger adjustments, right? Or yes, someone bought a house from you, right? Do you possibly have a referral where you maybe have a cleaning service that you work with, and you'll say, okay, let me let me refer my cleaning service to you, and I'm going to get a little bit of money from that. So think about the repeat, the recurring, and the recurring review, repeat, and recurring revenue that lies in your business. Make sense? Please tell me if I'm going too fast. I know I'm going very fast. Make sense? Thumbs up. Leletu, got it? Please also just let me know, what are you taking? What are your, what you're like, okay, this is something that I'm like, I've been missing this part. I've been missing this part of my business. Tamara, good. Kopano. Now I don't know which Kopano this is, but good. Next slide, Kopano. So we've done SMART, which is the super offer. So in your business, it's me. I don't know who that is. It could be anyone. So in your business, you need a super offer, right? Without an offer, you are talking to everyone and saying nothing. So you need a super offer. You need a marketing system. M talks about, how are you going to get these people off the internet and into your world? You need automations, because you cannot run online business without automations. Then you might as well be running a mom and pop, like in-person shop, right? And then you need to think about your repeat, recurring, and review processes, right? Beautiful. They led to referrals, right? And then the last one, which is probably the most important one, and this is where a lot of us are just like, but I'm posting on social media, I don't understand what's happening, is traffic, right? None of these things work if actual eyeballs are not seeing your actual stuff. So if you're writing emails, or you're posting on social media, or you have a YouTube channel, none of this works without actual traffic. And so we need to think about, how am I putting fire underneath my entire marketing, right? What is the traffic? So traffic is the lifeblood of any online business. Without a steady stream of visitors, even the best products or services remain unseen, right? So think about this. Sometimes we create something beautiful, right? You've created this very cool, this is a very cool coaster. It's amazing. Oh, I love it. And then it just sits. And then we're just like, but why is no one buying my thing? I don't understand. It's so great. Like, if I put it on the table, it doesn't slip. It keeps my coffee warm. It's amazing, but nobody is seeing this. And if no one is seeing this, you are not giving yourself or them the opportunity to buy, right? It's like I know you're just like, but Nyaki, obviously, duh, that makes sense. And that's why we use social media. And I'm telling you, social media is very poor at traffic, right? Because people are not there to go and look for the coasters. Google Ads is really good for traffic if you are a local based business and people are actually searching for your thing. So remember, Google Ads is very like search intent, but the traffic is the most important part of this thing, right? Is to say, like, where are you getting, how are you accelerating these eyeballs, right? Because yes, you will get like 1 or 2 views on social media, maybe your friends and family will share this thing, but the most powerful way that you can do this is through ads, any kind of paid media. So whether you're running billboards, whether you're posting in the newspaper, whether you're putting placards in the spa, You need to be able to get eyeballs on this thing, which is why this is why billboards make so much money. You'll just see like someone is like, they just have a billboard there, and then what are they selling you? They're selling, no, there's 10,000 impressions or 10,000 people are gonna see this. It's because of traffic. And I'll tell you the best way to get traffic if you are running anything online is through Facebook ads, because Facebook is one of the biggest databases in the world. And you guys know how much information you share with Facebook. Facebook has every piece of information about, well, not every, but has a lot of information about you as a business owner, but also you as a customer. And so as a business owner, you are able to pay to play, right? So you are able to say, Facebook, I want you to show my ad to people who are interested in perfume, whether they have been looking at perfumes, maybe they have been searching for perfumes, maybe they are, we've been, been watching a lot of TikToks or a lot of reels. We have people with perfume. Facebook has that information. And so if you are able to leverage that database that Facebook has using something as targeted and specific as Facebook ads for your traffic, you're in the zone, right? Because now you are not posting to everyone. You are targeted. Your messaging is targeted, right? If you are selling property in Goodwood, or you're a biokineticist in Goodwood, you only need to be getting people in the southern and northern suburbs, right? You can't be advertising to people in Gauteng because nobody's going to come to you. But that's what we do with Facebook, with social media, right? Organic social media says everybody in the whole world has the potential to see this. But what we want with Facebook is that we want that sophistication. We want that targeting to be able to target based on demographics, based on interest, based on behaviors, and even connections, because those are the most important parts of our buying capacity, right? Demographics. I don't want my adverts to be seen by men. If I'm posting beautiful stuff on social media, best believe lots of men are seeing them. But as a business owner, that doesn't count for me. So that traffic is useless, right? I don't want men to see my things. I only want women to see my things. Uh, Interest. I only want women who have businesses to see my things, right? I don't want employed corporate baddies to see my things. They're not my target audience. And so I want to be able to say, Facebook, show this to women who are interested in business. Show this to women who have a side hustle. Show this to women who have a whatever, who are starting or who are researching business, right? Second thing is behaviors. People who Facebook is able to show your content and show your stuff to people who engage in certain behaviors, right? So Meta. So when I talk about Facebook ads, it's Facebook and Instagram, right? When I talk, yeah. So it's the Meta suite. So Facebook and Instagram, and they're introducing WhatsApp also, which is going to be amazing. People are not happy about that, but it's coming up anyway. So Facebook and TikTok are so Meta and TikTok are different, but the premise is the same, right? Whether you're running ads on TikTok or you're running ads on Meta, you need to be running very specific ads. And I say this because that's where the money is, unfortunately, right? Because you guys know, you'll be like, no, but Nyaki, I'm posting. And I know all of you are, I'm posting, but I'm not getting anything. Or my cousins will see this, or the wrong type of people. We always say, like, I'm getting followers, but they're not the right type of people. And when I talk about ads, I'm not talking about boosting. Please don't consider that blue button that Facebook loves to give you or Instagram loves to give you as like boosting as ads. That is just an amplification of your messaging, right? Don't use that. If you want to learn ads, join the community and get in on the ads training, so that you can learn how to actually run campaigns that target people's demographics, that targets people's interests, and targets people's behaviors and connections, right? Imagine you could target people that only like Louis Vuitton, or that have bought something from Louis Vuitton because you are a high end whatever, you sell high end business things, right? So you only want people who can afford Louis Vuitton, or who own a Mercedes Benz. The power of Facebook ads, that you are able to do that. You are able to target people specifically. And when I talk about Facebook, I mean Facebook, Instagram, and so, to some degree TikTok, to get that traffic, right? So 5 things you need to run an online business. You cannot do it with either, one that, like, you can't be short of one. You need all 5 of them. So number 1, you need a super offer. You cannot do this without a super offer. What is the thing that's going to effectively stop the scroll? How are people going to know this thing is for me? This is what I want. This is exactly what I need. How does the person know that this is me, right? How did they know? Right? You want that you want people to have that instinct. So super offer. The second thing is a marketing system. How are you attracting people? How are you capturing people? How are you monetizing people? The third way is automation. How are you doing this automatically, as automated as possible, right? Not everybody's business can be 100% automatic. Our business definitely not 100% automated, but a lot of it is, right? If you're going to book in my diary, I'm not sending you a calendar or an email to say, when are you available? 11 o'clock at night on Wednesday. No, I'm not available that time. No, okay, what about whatever? So booking, calendar, stuff like that, right? So automation, repeat, recurring, and referral business, and then traffic. Happy? What are the next slides, Capano? Oh, perfect. Okay. So which one? Where are you failing? Actually, let's put them in order. Let's see which ones are you struggling with? Which ones are you like, nah, here I got it, right? I've got my super offer, or I'm doing ads. And but you see that, you know what I love about this is that someone could say, I'm doing ads, but they're not working. And I will tell you it's probably your offer, right? Wait, which one is offer? This one, your first one. It's probably your offer. If you are doing traffic, if you are struggling with traffic, or you don't have traffic, and all of these are fine, then it's easy. Then you just switch on the traffic and this will work. But also, you won't be able to validate whether or not you have a good product if you don't get enough traffic. So what we talk about is just, I have to get the word right, statistical significance. Is that in order for you to know whether or not something is working, is that you need statistical significance. And one of the metrics I just recently found, like an actual number, but one of the metrics is 2,000 impressions. You need to have at least 2,000 impressions for you to be able to know yay or nay. You cannot get those two. And when I say impressions, I mean qualified impressions, right? So actual people. So I need women in business, or women who are starting their business, or women who are looking to grow their business, to be able to see my offer, my super offer, to decide whether or not this thing is a yay or nay. If I'm just getting bo chomi out there, my cousin's having to look at my thing, that doesn't count. And so with traffic, we're able to target those impressions, right? We're able to really hone in on the specificity of that data. Leletu, happy, unlocking so much. Mo, struggling with traffic. Traffic is a big one. Traffic is a big one. I need all of S.M.A.R.T. Busi, we all need all of S.M.A.R.T. I love that you get it. I'm so impressed. Which one is standing out for you guys? What are you saying like, nah, this is it? This is the thing that I am learning. What are you taking home? What are you going to implement today? What are you, when you log off here, because we're all about implementation in this place, right? When you log off today, what are you going to open up your computer and do? What are you going to look at? Repeat and refer. I love that, right? So you know what sometimes we do, especially like as small business owners, we're just like, oh, all my business is referrals. That's amazing. If you can sustainably grow your business on referrals, that means you have a good referral system. And so if you don't, maybe think about it, right? How can you get previous clients to be able to say, hey, I know a friend, I know someone? Because I'll tell you now, like, we run an agency, that is, so we run a done for you agency. Sorry, the camera's on the top. There's a blue button on the top, next to if you want to switch your cameras off. We run an agency, and 90% of our audience, or 90% of our clients, come from other clients, right? And that's not a poor strategy. That's a strategy that we've said we're going to do such good work that this is who we want to target. And so think about the system that we think, and whether you're incentivizing people or not, it's good. Incentive is always a good thing. What is my referral strategy? Do I have one, right? If my business relies on it. Make sense? Deborah, I haven't started selling, so I guess all 5, this definitely helped me understand what it takes to build perfectly. One thing I wasn't paying in much, how to drive traffic. I understand the impressions that opening a social media page and posting would drive enough traffic. No, No. Because you know why? People on social media follow you because you're pretty. They follow you because they like your outfit. They follow you because they want to see the plants behind you, right? I'll take a picture and I'll just get a follower because now people are trying to zoom in and see these photos, right? They see all the plants and they're like, ooh, maybe Nyaki's a plant mom. Maybe one day she'll talk about plants. I don't want them to follow me for that. Okay. Stop following me because I'm pretty. Stop engaging with me. Stop telling me I look cute in the picture. I want you to buy my
I
thing.
like your locks.
And you can only do that kind of targeting with with targeted traffic. Busi automate, perfect. Now I don't know which Kapano is this, but super offer. I've confused my target market. I have 5K followers on on Facebook, 11 signups for my online courses, one paid sale, low impressions on Facebook. What is my problem? I don't know who Kapano is. Now I don't know.
That's me.
Is that you? You wrote this. Why are you asking me funny questions?
I'm joking.
Question: where all your branding says women, women, and more women. What about the men that still need your services? Oh, what's the pure? You know what we love
There's a
about
lot of
men.
men out there, you guys, you don't. There's no lack of resources out there. You're
There's no
go-getters.
lack
You
of
can make it
resources
happen.
for men, Shem. There's no lack of resources for men. Okay, but is there one more slide, Kapano? Are we done with the slides? One more slide. Next slide.
So this is why we love systems, and it's because we can repeat a lot of these actions. So a lot of the things that we spoke about, if they're in a system, then you can repeat them over and over again and improve on them. So because we love systems and we also love you, we want to help you build a system that's going to create that and make it happen. And one of the things that we love is a sales funnel. And what we've done is we've created a full sales funnel template for you and done as much as we possibly can. You can find it on the Club Shares platform. So we will be sending you a funnel template where basically that can help you attract, capture, and monetize the people that you want to sell to. And if you connect your payment gateway, you can do your bookings on this on the funnel template. You can automate as much as you possibly can. You can then start off with your emails if you want to. Plug in your adverts, and you've got majority of what we spoke here today. You can actually make happen. And the center of that, the core of that, is actually your sales funnel. So the template will be in your email. So please do enjoy it. Start writing it out. And if you want step-by-step guide on how to fill out that template, how do you do your payment integrations? How do you automate your emails? How do you make sure that your booking automation is also working? We have all of that in the Club Shears learning platform when you become a Club Shears member. Boo, 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 boo. So all the other copanos in the room are just like, yes, that's what's up.
Sorry, guys. Today was a very confusing day, but I appreciate you for staying till the end.
It's
Kopano sent out
warfare.
her link.
Today was warfare.
Yeah, no, today was warfare. Kopano sent out her link, her actual guest link. So now we've got 100
I
Kopanos
listened to
joining on.
Nyaki.
You did. Don't listen to Nyaki. Um, yeah, it's just a lot going on. Okay, but anyway, so you guys will get access to all of those things, and please do look out for your emails. The sound is horrible. I don't know what's happening. It's just warfare today. But join us again. Kopano, switch your thing on mute, please. It's backfeeding.
It's not me. It's the other copano. I found the gremlin.
Oh, with the McDonald's. But switch it off anyway. Mute
Not
anyway.
me.
It makes it better. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Pamela's just like LOLing here. Don't LOL
Just say
at our
bye.
experience. Okay. Yes.
Just
No, but
say
I want to
bye.
say join us next week again, guys, for lunch and learn. We will not be doing this again. You will get the link to register so that you can appear as your own self and not Kopano. Pamela, I appreciate your sense of humor in this, but I hope this was helpful. We will do it again. Okay, so next week, Friday, 1 o'clock, we'll see you. We appreciate you guys. Goodbye.